The real price of your limiting belief is not what might go wrong, but what might never go right. Every opportunity missed, every risk that you're avoiding, is just a way of protecting yourself from an imaginary disaster. In this video, you'll learn 3 techniques that will transform your overthinking into action so that you can stop being your own obstacle. In the previous videos, I shared with you the first 2 steps to breaking a limiting belief. The first is just to acknowledge that the limiting belief exists. The second is to uncover the subconscious fear beneath the limiting belief. And in step 3, we'll challenge the validity of those fears so that you are empowered to acknowledge the fear and still take action. Let's use the example from the previous video where you've been procrastinating scheduling a hair appointment for a completely new style. Let's start with technique 1, the small experiment. There's no better way to get clarity on what's real than by taking action. In this example, maybe you get an app so that you can visualize the hairstyle before you go and sit in the chair. Or maybe you go and dye your hair blue rather than going for straight blue mohawk. The goal here is to take low-risk steps so that you can build evidence against that limiting belief. Then there's technique 2, which is the evidence audit. This is where you use logic and reason to challenge the fear itself. You ask yourself questions like, what proof do I have that this fear is actually real? Or what evidence is there that contradicts the fear? This could look like asking yourself, if I got a blue mohawk today, would my family and friends really not love me as much as they do now? Chances are, no. And if anything, they'd probably love and celebrate you for making a choice more aligned with who you are on a deeper level. The goal here is just to separate the feelings from the facts. Then there's technique number 3, which I call the success blueprint. This is when you look at someone you may or may not know who've gone through a similar change. You'll learn from them that perhaps that fear was speaking so much louder than the outcomes itself. This person may have gotten a blue mohawk, and not only were they celebrated by their style change, but they're living their most vibrant life. Use this type of an example to set a roadmap for helping you to navigate the fear. Remember, the key here is to use 3 techniques to help you transform fear from a stop sign into a yield sign. So yes, the fear can exist, but be aware of it, examine it, and don't let it stop you from doing what you really want to do. So let's recap. Step 1 to overcoming limiting beliefs is to just acknowledge that the belief exists. Step 2 is to uncover the subconscious fear. And step 3 is challenging the validity of that fear. Stay tuned, and I'll share with you step 4 of reframing your mindset using the information that you've learned from challenging the fear.